What is going on, Sports Game Vision World? Back in the building with another show. This is a pregame to the finals, which is about to come on shortly on either ABC or ESPN. 8:30. You know, everybody streaming or watching, however they watch, legally or illegally. They're watching the show. So, but we're here just to break down the game a little bit. I got my guys in the building today. What's going on, BA? What's going on, 7?
The boys are back. You already know how we coming, man. What's up, fellas?
Nothing much, nothing much.
Yes. I'm ready, man. I'm so upset that I thought my prediction was gonna be. Remember, I told you if they win Game 3, they're gonna probably win Game 4 too. In the way that,
They kind of got out of
this
that.
close.
But if you notice, the series been going back and forth, back and forth. No one has won 2 in a row yet.
Them refs. I think I'm skeptical of these refs, man. They trying to get this 7. They trying to get this full 7 games in. I think.
Yeah. So right now the series is tied 2 apiece. So we're going to Game 5, and as you just brought up, the referee, we just saw him in this game, the extender.
In the building.
Got Foster, boy. He be putting them paws on CP3.
Oh my gosh, he putting the pause on NBA money right now. He unpausing the NBA money, should I say?
In the first half alone, he had 22 fouls called. In the whole game, he had 71 total.
Wow.
So as you're saying, they're trying to make sure this series goes. And of course, if you watch the game, Indiana was winning the game. And of course, OKC came back and Shea, had about 35 points or something like that.
Yeah. And
nasty work, barely any assists. He was scoring.
Clear got multiple clear extensions on that separation where he just got that forearm out. He clearly bumping Neesmith out the way, and they're calling a foul on Neesmith. And I'm just like, he
got that Jordan clear out.
Yeah.
Move out my way, Brian Russell.
I don't see. I think we've been doing too much trying to. I like Shea. I like me some Shea, but he ain't Kobe and he ain't MJ. There's a lot of people talking about, he look like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. No, he don't.
Oh no. There's only one person I named after Jordan right now.
84?
84 Jordan.
84.
But if he keep on losing, I'm gonna take a year off. Be 83 next time. It'll be 82. 81 Jordan.
2000 Jordan. When did Jordan retire from the Wizards? When he finally, that's the Jordan.
03 Jordan. But what superstar, what MJ, what part in MJ's whole history through his different era? When has he said, "Oh man, I ain't have a bad games. I just didn't get that many shots up. I was just trying to make the right play." That don't sound like MJ. MJ would never say that.
Mike said I just ran out of time. That's what he said. That's his quote. I ain't lose. I ran out of time. Yeah. So what do you think about the last game, 7?
I mean, I didn't get to see the last game specifically. My thoughts on this series so far. I'm glad that it's going back and forth. I've been public that I'm not happy with these two teams in the finals. I think this is a joke, but we're here now. And I do like the fact that we're in a Game 5 and it's 2-2. This is going to be a very pivotal Game 5. Believe it or not, this may be the make or break game, I believe, in the series. Since March the 10th, the Pacers are 10-0 following a loss. And since April the 6th, the Thunder is 7-0 after a loss. So it's going to be a lot of pressure today. This Game 5 is definitely going to be the turning point. So I'm excited just for the moment. We'll see how it play out.
How about you, BA?
I'm not gonna lie, from a basketball perspective, like just purely basketball, I like what I've been seeing. I like the fast pace. I like the comeback. It's like the stage is super dope. But I agree with 7. I need this doesn't, to an extent, this doesn't feel like the finals.
Nope.
To me, it feels like it actually feels kind of like the what's the end game? Not the end game, but
the play-in tournament.
the tournament at the beginning, the Players Cup
Oh,
tournament,
the end season. Yeah, okay, yeah,
in
yeah. The
season,
Emirates Cup, right?
yeah, the in season tournament. This what this feels like, honestly.
Yeah, my guys. Yeah, I honestly, we all on this panel, we love basketball. We like to watch it, and of course now we like to speak on it. But I just like now the parody. Before when you watched it before the season, you always was going to get to the finals.
You cutting out, Hank? You were cutting out. I
He
didn't
was
hear
cutting
that.
out on us. What you say?
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh no, you straight.
Technical difficulties, but we gonna push through. No, I'm saying I'd like now that the game seems like it has a little bit of parity. Other cities, other franchises are now going to have an opportunity to get a championship. We growing up, we kind of knew who was going to get there. It was a top 4 teams in the league that had an absolute chance to really get to the finals. Now, with like Indiana, who would have thought Indiana would have got to the finals this year? There's a possibility, small possibility, but nobody really thought that. We thought it was going to be Cleveland and OKC.
I mean, I embrace the parody, but it has to be real. It has to have impact to me. Like this is kind of I don't want to be disrespectful. It's just it seems like rigged, compromised, like this is made up, like this is created. You're not going to sell me that Indiana is really that type of team that will be representing the conference in the finals. I ain't sold on OKC neither, regardless of what happens in the regular season. But that's a different conversation. The
They the
party is
young bucks.
yeah, the party is cool, a little bit of versatility, but if you're the dominant ones at the top of the food chain every year, then so be it.
Yeah, I was almost shocked to realize that these are these two teams were they both had the best record the second half of the season
Mm-hmm.
for each conference, and I was like Indiana, but I just recall Indiana starting off so bad, right? And they picked it up. They picked it up in January, like towards mid to the end January to now to where they were making noise. But I blame Boston. I blame Boston and I blame New York for that.
Boston should be definitely be in these finals. I was
Yeah,
thinking that they had an opportunity to get a back to back, especially with them having they're going to have to shed salary this year. So their team next year is not going to look any at all like it did this year.
and I like OKC, but they got so this whole Steph Curry is one hamstring away
From being over.
from not from being over, from beating
Knocking them
Minnesota
out.
and then beating because they are so set, they move around hands, but they're not used to guarding somebody that can play off ball, that can bounce everywhere and can score like a threat like that. And
Oh
I
yeah,
think he would have
it
gave
creates
them
chaos.
problems, and we already know Golden State can defend. So I think that both of these teams got lucky, man. They got lucky, and then Denver, right? Denver took them to a game 7, but obviously you could tell the coach didn't know what the hell he was doing. He was like, "Go, Joker! It's all on you. Go."
Well, this is a prime example that you bring that word up, lucky, because when you listen to interviews from former champions, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're the Michael Jordans of the world, the LeBrons of the world, the Kobe's. You always hear the champions say that you have to have luck
Yeah,
to win a championship. No matter how good you are, you have to have luck. So we do get the chance to see that in real time, like you broke it down for both teams. Looking at the graph at the beginning, Hank VA, the finals MVP, it's pretty safe to say it's going to be based upon whoever wins the finals. There's no chance of the losing team having a finals MVP the way things are going.
Well,
facts.
that's well, you since you brought it up, that was going to be a question on the show here. So let me pop this graph in here. Who will be the MVP? And I did put the wrong one in earlier, but it happened. Who do y'all think is going to will win it out? Seven, you kind of gave your answer. You could reiterate if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be based upon who wins the finals. I don't think this is going to be a situation where the losing team player is going to plays so well, he'll still get the MVP. So it's just really a toss up on who you feel like is just going to win this series. To me, bro, I think that it's set for Tyrese Halliburton. It just feels like it's Cinderella is in full effect with Indiana. So many people in the NBA community disrespected Tyrese Halliburton, and the way he turned it around in the timing, he can't miss. So shout out to Shea for his marvelous year, but I think that this might be Tyrese's chance. I'm going with the Pacers to win this thing overall, and Tyrese to get the Finals MVP.
Who you got, BA?
Um, I don't know who's gonna win this series. I have no idea. I want the Pacers to win because it'll be something different. It'll be something new. But then it'll be a good look for OKC as well, with both of these markets being super small. But I agree with Seven when he says that it's whoever loses is not. It's not going to be a losing player that's going to get the MVP. But what I will say is, if OKC wins it, Shea is going to get it. If they like, he's just hand him the trophy if OKC wins. But I I think that Pascal Siakam is probably going to be the Eastern Conference. I mean the MVP for the Pacers if the Pacers win, just because even though his numbers are way more consistent, just like in the prior series, are just way more consistent than Halliburton's.
Yeah, that's what I was going to touch on. I think that again, how Tyrese going to try to step up in the front, and he's like, "Oh, my bad. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Yeah, you got
Team, teamwork make the dream work."
You got like Tyrese got be having 2 games out of 6. 2 games out of 6 games he killed, and the other 2 games he be pedestrian and losing and out like non-existent. But then you got Pascal's gonna get at least he's gonna give you 20 and 10. Even when a bad game for him is like 16 and 8. That's a bad game for him. So that goes well for him down the stretch if we start talking about averages.
I do think that Tyrese can steal it if he come out with 20 and 10s and just really hit a couple game winners or something. Late game greatness as he's been putting on his whole playoffs. He's up there with Bron and them as far as most game winners in the postseason run.
Yeah,
he does that. He probably get it.
It didn't take him like it took Bron like 30 years to get to that, but it didn't take him that
long. Wow. I don't even know why we would even compare anything that young man did to what LeBron is. That's crazy, but it's cool.
ESPN did that, Seven. ESPN they always got to show LeBron somewhere in something, so they showed him next time. They put Halliburton next to LeBron.
Well, since we got Bron and he's not in the finals, did y'all see that commercial he did about the retirement thing?
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't listen to it. I refused to listen to it. I saw the caption from fans saying, "Is this a retirement? Is this a hint or something like that?" So I refused to listen to it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was what I saw was just like a 10-second clip? He just
like
they asked him a question.
Something like that.
And it went to black.
Yeah.
I think he preparing everybody that's coming because I didn't get to do a live. LeBron was funny as hell this year. He was cracking me up with the stuff he did with Stephen A. Smith. And he, like when he went on his rival's platform, punked him in the stadium. LeBron been tripping this year. I think he it was like the old people always say what they want to say when they get they get a certain age. I think Bron doing the same thing.
I got another cap for LeBron.
Put that away. That's all cap right there. Put that crap away.
He been capping all season.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, he been capping like.
Hold
LeBron
on, wait
ain't
a
about
minute.
to retire, man. LeBron ain't about to retire.
I don't want to get away from Hank's agenda, but hold on, BA. Are you telling me you wasn't impressed with LeBron's season?
No.
Really?
He was the only person on the All NBA team who had a negative plus minus. He was negative 100 points.
Do you not know LeBron James ended 6th in the MVP this season for the regular season? 6.
Hey, negative 100, meaning that it was a lot of his stats were empty. That's what that means.
My God, BA, don't let me pick and choose for you, bro. You are unbelievable.
It's coming, BA, but like 2 years from now.
Yeah, 2 years.
He gonna play with Bryce. He gonna play with Bryce.
Yeah, but he ain't. He did this because like the story around him, because you know he likes to, he loves to be in the media all throughout the year because it helps his brand. And that's
Right.
how he did this because ain't nobody thinking about LeBron right now. Everybody thinking about the finals and they thinking about Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's what people are thinking about right now. So
So you're
he has
saying
to
that
throw himself in the
LeBron is
mix.
doing this to get his name into the algorithm of what's going on right now. That's what you're telling me.
Facts.
LeBron is chasing clout. Really?
No question. No
Wow.
question.
I
Hank,
got another guy that's doing that too. I'm gonna say it in a minute. I'll let you finish your point, Seven.
Hank, were you impressed with LeBron's 22nd year campaign?
I was because of how old he is and what he's doing at this age, for sure.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So if LeBron was 30 and gave you the same stat line for the year, showed you the same play, you
Not the
wouldn't have been
same. He's
impressed.
not the same LeBron. You know it's not.
No. I'm not asking you to compare a 30-year LeBron. I'm just saying, would he performed a 30-year-old player in the NBA giving you what LeBron gave you? You wouldn't have been impressed. You're
The
only
stat
impressed
line,
because he was 40.
the stat line.
Negative
But see,
100.
again, I can't. It's hard for me to not compare his previous self to this self. He is absolutely game wise. He knows the game better. Blah blah blah. But if you put, what he was able to do on the court, it's a totally different person.
You
Negative,
saying that with a straight face. This
Yes.
is
negative 100.
unbelievable.
Nate, he was under. He was under. Think about this: to be on an All NBA team, he was under 100 points negative, like the full for the whole season. Under
7.
100 plus minus. He was
When he was 30,
100.
wasn't he in the
Hold
finals?
on. D'Angelo Russell, BA, not to cut you off, Hank. D'Angelo Russell, even after he got traded, was leading the Lakers in plus minus. So what does that mean at the end of the day, BA?
And he was a key piece. He was a key piece
Rui,
of what y'all had going on.
Does Rui not lead the Lakers in plus minus?
He's a key piece.
Please.
That just
More key
means
than LeBron?
So what that means is that while they're leading in the plus minus, LeBron's screwing everything up. He bringing everything down. He bringing. Remember, positive is up, negative is below. If he negative, how you negative and you all NBA? Nobody else. Out of all 15 players, nobody else was negative.
But
The
while
plus
we on the
minus.
subject of finals, though, I do believe the big three, Bron, KD, and Steph. And Steph and LeBron, he's set in LA. Steph is set in Golden State. Wherever KD chooses to go, they have a shot at one more. I think the league will do what they can to give them guys one more shot before they hang it up.
What you mean give him one more shot? My
know how
guys earned. LeBron
cold
earned everything.
envelopes.
When was LeBron never given anything? When was he ever
Trade
given
trades
a
overnight.
Hall of Fame coach? When was LeBron? Come on, y'all. Y'all need to stop it.
I never thought that I would say this. But Kevin Durant is the worst NBA superstar journeyman of all time. He's the worst.
More than Kawhi?
More than Kawhi.
You're
Kevin Durant?
That's
Kevin Durant.
ridiculous.
And LeBron
That's
was the
ridiculous.
worst. LeBron was the worst, but then
LeBron ain't no journeyman. What you mean?
He is a journeyman. He played on 3 different franchises.
He led 3 different franchises to championships. That's a difference.
Wow. Since you just brought up Kawhi, here goes one of the listeners. Shout out to Untamed.
Untamed, what's the word?
It says hot take Kawhi's career over Steph's career. I don't know about that one. If Kawhi was healthy, he'd probably be in the GOAT conversation.
Hey, 4 of them things. He got 4 of them things.
Who has a who? Wait a minute, because we can have a conversation about this. I will agree Steph's career is over Kawhi's overall body of work. But when we talk about the game of basketball, when we break the skill set down, who's a better basketball player? Who has more in the bag, Steph or Kawhi?
Steph.
Really?
No question.
Healthy
Really?
Kawhi, though. Two sides of the ball, you'd have to give it to Kawhi.
Thank you.
That's why you got that says a lot in itself when you say, well, yeah, healthy Kawhi. When has he ever really been healthy?
No, Kawhi plays both sides of the basketball court, two-way player.
Yeah, like 30 games a season. Yeah, he does.
Bro, you need this.
Yo, 30 to 40 games a season, he does. But we talking about, hey, Steph gonna play more than that.
My God.
I'm
He
just
gave
saying,
another
hey,
comment.
the best ability is
He said
availability. That's what I was taught.
Kawhi's
The
career
best,
carried harder teams in the playoffs.
yeah, and never and he got lucky. He got lucky one year, and then the year that he did win Finals MVP with San Antonio, it's a debate that it's two other people that could have won it too.
I don't know about this Untamed. His Raptors run, he had a hell of a team. That's probably the one that he carried the
Whoa,
most
whoa,
in
whoa,
the
whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a
but
minute.
Steph Curry 22, he carried that team.
But Steph
No
got
question.
4. Hold on.
That's
Hold
one of the
on.
best Finals runs
No, no,
ever.
no.
Seven.
I'm not gonna let him do this, Untamed. I got it. I got him. Don't even trip. Steph Curry only won he got 4 rings with 1 finals MVP. He just
Yeah,
winning his finals MVP. Does Kawhi not have 2?
yeah, he has too. But how many
That
times?
first one though,
Well,
I was kind of questioning the first one though. He got it though.
In
yeah,
San Antonio?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the only reason why he got the second one was because it took 2 people to get injured. It took 2 people to get hurt. 2 people averaging over 20 points a game. But he got it though. Salute to him.
Support the show, guys. If you I see you in the view count right over there, Untamed. Appreciate you, brother. But
Appreciate you
yeah,
all the time.
I agree. It's definitely a conversation between those two. But the healthy Kawhi had a 12 to 13 year pretty healthy career.
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah. We'll be looking at him as a GOAT. And on top of looking at him as a GOAT, we're talking about somebody who would be who would have more than 2 championships.
Who?
And
yep.
Kawhi.
And hold on for 7
There's
before
no
you get
way
to
in
it.
who will be looking at Kawhi Leonard as a GOAT?
I
7.
believe that most people would if he was healthy his career.
Remember when my man went into his shooting range and broke his whatever? Remember, they were beating Golden State, blowing them out. That we talking about the dynasty Golden State Warriors with Durant
Oh,
on it.
oh, I got
Wait a minute. I need I know y'all are not sitting here with a straight face trying to make an argument that Kawhi Leonard in any moment, in any scenario, could have been in a conversation for the greatest of all time. Really?
yeah. Yeah, yes. But if is a stretch. You feel me?
I don't, if
Is a stretch.
even hypothetically, you cannot, there's no way in the world, even hypothetically, with him never getting hurt, would his resume look like LeBron, Kobe's, or Michael's? Huh?
I believe a healthy Kawhi could be in that conversation.
You need to
but,
stop it, BA.
But
You really
it's a parallel universe. That's another. I'm in this universe. I'm not in the alternate one, so I agree with you.
the bulk of his
Alternate universe,
success
the
came under
multiverse.
Duncan
multiverse,
and
right?
Greg Popovich and them. Y'all are so disrespectful.
Let me say this, Untamed. Shout out to Kawhi's a dope player. He just been unfortunate with his injuries. I do want to put respect on both these players here. You mentioning Dre. Yeah, Draymond dope. He's a Swiss Army knife of a player. He come to my school, Michigan State. I knew that when they got him, they got a steal, and you see what he's done with his career. But Steph can play the point guard if he wants to. He started off.
He was on
right.
fire as a point guard at first.
He don't need to because of the squad he has.
Steve Kerr decided to turn him into a full-fledged combo 2 guard.
Right. Go watch Steph at Davidson. You'll see what I'm talking about. He was a shooting point guard, but he could run the floor and get guys where they need to go.
Watch him when he was with Mark Jackson the year before.
I have a question.
He was a point guard. He was a traditional point guard.
About the NBA Finals, I got a question for you fellas. And I know Hank said he likes the parody of this, but we have not had a team repeat in about what?
It's been a decade or so, hasn't it? The last one was Golden State.
Yeah,
In
Golden
2018.
State. Yeah.
So it's been about 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years since we've had a team repeating after we've have repeats and three-peats for 30, 40 years. Are you telling me that the NBA talent is getting that good where we can't find a team that's going to be dominant enough to win 2 years in a row? Or is the league purposely manipulating it so it will play out like this?
Yeah, that's why they got the apron.
I think the international. I don't think the league likes this. I think the league does. I really don't think the league like this. But the international game is getting so good at basketball that now it's a lot of players that's coming from overseas. Whether it's I can't even say overseas, just from other countries in general, like Canada. Canada is on fire right now as far as basketball players. Got like 5 players in the NBA Finals. All of them playing pretty much, but just international basketball has gotten that much better.
Yeah.
It's good for the game to have a different champion every year, Hank.
Yeah, for the small market teams. Again, there's going to be a team that breaks through with a repeat championship at some point. We might have a start of this one this year if OKC actually wins. They have enough young talent under contract where they can still go after another one next year. I mean, they're going to come out firing next year. Their confidence is going to be there. So um, I think it's good to have multiple. I wasn't around in the 70s or anything like that, but I think the 70s had more parity. If I'm not mistaken, there was multiple teams that made the final. Supersonics, Washington
Yeah,
Bullets,
But
all those
that's my
teams that make
point.
the the
That's my
Knicks.
point, fellas.
Yeah,
The superstars, the icons of this game, and much respect to the players in the 70s, but the icons of this game, the guys that we know, the guys that we grew up on, the Kobe's, the Magics, the Larry Birds, the Michaels, the LeBrons, they're all multiple situations going on with all of them. That those superstars are created and generated because of the multiple opportunities. If you're going to see a different face every year, we'll never get another icon. We'll never get another superstar. I don't unless we change the narrative. Like I'm concerned about how the game is going with it being in this direction. Kobe with 5 rings, Michael with 6 rings, LeBron with 4 rings. That's what made them so great, special in this conversation. How the
well,
hell is Anthony Edwards going to win 5 or 4? Like,
Larry Bird, who's also in the GO conversation, he didn't win back to back, did he? He won every other year, if I'm not mistaken.
but they
And
was in
then
the finals every year. Like they dominated the 80s, and he got 3 rings. You understand
Tim
what I'm saying?
Duncan,
Like it's just Tim
Timmy got one
Duncan.
repeat, right?
They
Does he
didn't
have a
repeat.
repeat?
Nope. They just
Nope.
went in
Yep.
2013 and 2014.
they
He's in the
won
GO
like
room too. I know people don't put him in there. I put him in my GO room.
But you
Tim
got these
Duncan
guys
5.
that's not even making it. Like Giannis didn't make it back. Nikola Jokic didn't make it back. Jason Tatum and them didn't make it back. I mean, I like the fact that people getting opportunities, but I'm like, wait a minute. We're about to no longer have these superstars no more. Like we're going to have to change the definition of a superstar.
I like I said, I don't think that's true. I think if they don't win it repeat, there'll be someone that breaks through, but they'll
Think
be
so?
like a Larry, like a Tim Duncan and won all those years just throughout a decade or and a half, multiple championships. That's how they're gonna build their superstardom and recognition.
We'll see.
yeah. I don't see a team. I don't see a repeat team yet because the talent right now is so spread. It's so spread out, and I think that that's great for the NBA. But I don't think the NBA likes it because they need their bigger markets to be the ones that are making moves. Like they were so. I know that Adam Silver was like, "Please, New York, Jalen Brunson, come on,
Right.
please,
That's
please,
money.
Jalen."
David
That
Stern would have put this guy back in there.
yeah,
The extender. New York would have been right in their finals this year. David Stern
that's
don't
a
play.
fact. That's a fact.
But you don't have no Showtime Lakers with this type of party. You don't have the bad boy Pistons with this type of party. You see what you're missing, what you're not going to get with with the game going like this. You might can find something to replace it, but I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying.
just to speak about the Pistons though, they broke through, right? And David Stern hated it. There's gonna be a team that break through. He interrupted because he really wanted Jordan to break through, and the
Yeah,
Pistons snatched that away. And he snatched the
yes.
Boston Celtics, the way he snatched the Boston Celtics shine away, and that's why he didn't like the Pistons. He only liked Joe Dumars. That's why Joe Dumars doing well. But um, they interrupted the system, and there's gonna be a team that does it too.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a chance for it to happen, but like I said, man, if we literally had players specifically this year that were like on another level playing. We had Shea doing this thing. We had Giannis had his best numbers ever in his career, and Jokic had the best numbers ever in his career. So all of those are three different franchises, and all of those guys, it's like we can name a few other people, but those three guys, as long as they going at each other neck like that, man. And then you got these other players that are averaging like 20, they're like second options on their team, averaging 20 to 23, 24 points a game. And they playing defense. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little different. It's different. It's different, man.
Now, just let y'all know, guys, I think the finals is about to start. Now we're gonna get up. We ain't gonna hold you long. We're gonna hit up a couple more topics so we can all get in there and really chop up on the game. But I do want to bring up what happened last game to this guy. We talking about OG old man moments. My guy Stephen A. Smith, boy, up there playing solitaire while the game going on. He went viral on the internet. What you guys think about what happened with this?
It's a clown.
Man, hey, I like power to him, man. Come on, man. He was bored. He's not interested in Indiana or OKC. If you want to play solitaire, play solitaire. Because I'm not even gonna front. Y'all know I love the game, but as the game is going on timeouts and stuff,
Multitasking.
I'm on my phone. I'm flipping to see other things on TV.
Yep.
I'm
You might have your
I'm like,
Xbox, your X, was it the Switch or something, or Steam
yeah,
Deck?
the Nintendo Switch, we going back and forth. This is what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of like I'm not. This is not like me. Like if say that LeBron was playing, right? If LeBron is there, or just somebody, even Giannis, I would watch. I would want to see what Giannis, a Steph, a KD, or something. I hate that I'm yelling all these naming these older
Yeah.
players, but
We
but
got
if
to
I'm
build the new
watching
ones.
if I'm watching these guys, I'm like, man, I wonder. Like I'm commercial. I'm timing myself. Like, all right, if I turn the channel, I gotta make sure I gotta watch this whole entire game. I'm not like that with Indiana now. I'm not, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got
But
to
I don't
build the
like
new.
it. I don't like the optics behind it. And you're right. You got timeouts. I mean, everybody's in their phone. I mean, and I'm not trying to crucify him for it like he breaking a law or nothing like that. But he is the highest paid personality in sports.
Yep, that's why he
Brand
did it.
new money.
Yeah.
You can't, in my opinion, I mean, I guess you can do what you want, obviously, but I think it's a bad look for you to be at the top of the top when it comes to making this money at this position. And this is what you're doing on national television. Like, what does that say to the up and comers in your field? How serious will they take their job, take themselves when they see the top guy carrying it like this and getting paid?
Hey,
So I
something.
just think it's a bad look.
He should have did a BRB, be right back, and went to the bathroom stall, sat on that butt.
But I heard Molly had kind of warned him about something on that show earlier that day, or something on
Yeah.
First Take. They caught his laptop or something on the screen, or something of that nature. I don't know. Just a bunch of mess.
Yeah, he had his emails exposed. I don't know why the cameraman did that, but when he rolled the camera behind him, and you can see all like his emails and stuff and text messages. So she was trying to warn him without kind of saying it, and he's like, "I ain't doing that." And if people want to zoom in and see it, they could have did it. That's But yeah, I thought this was hilarious. It's not like other people, but he capped too. There's somebody was taking a video of him. It was during the gameplay he was doing this too. He said it wasn't, but they got him on camera from an iPhone. It was during gameplay. So
he tried
yeah,
to
the
lie
optics, man.
about
You
it.
got to be smarter than that, Stephen A. They gonna come for you.
He tried to lie about it. Oh my gosh. No, they caught you. That's candid camera right there. There you go. Like, hey, how you doing?
But we should have touched on this too. We just kind of talked about it, but the future, do you believe the future is now that these two teams are in the finals? You got Shea, he surpassed KD with the most points in Thunder history, and then Tyrese has the most assists in a playoffs run in Indiana history. We talking about trying to, being bored or whatever, not enough stars. They're getting their PT in this right now. You think this is creating the stars for them as they get more chances at the finals, or what do you think about
This is
that?
trash. This is trash. The NBA is doing this on purpose. First of all, Indiana and Oklahoma City, even throughout history, ain't won shit. So Shea trumping KD and Tyrese trumping Mark Jackson, however, what does that mean? When did the Pacers win a championship? When did OKC win a championship? So them trumping whatever's going on in their organization, I mean, it's impressive locally, but it's nothing. And if I feel like those teams are going to be teams I need to be favored and are looking out for next year, I'm not afraid of no OKC or Indiana still as a Laker fan. So no, I don't feel like they the teams to be looking out for moving forward at all.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah. And they ain't gonna be able to pay all of them either.
It's too many of them dudes out there, bro. You got Giannis. I mean, it's just too many of them dudes. Like, I don't know. Like, this year was crazy, but I feel like this year ain't gonna be like last. Next year ain't gonna be like this season.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, guys. The game is starting. I think they're doing the day was supposed to. They're showing the actual introduction live. They haven't done that in a while on ABC, ESPN, so they're doing it. Game's not totally up yet.
So what was they doing before?
They just kind of cut to the game. That's
Really?
yeah.
Why would they stop doing that? That's so stupid. What is it?
Remember, NBC was really the team, the place that did that mostly.
Because they plotting right now. They plotting. They working on the subconscious right now.
Everyone's talking about the presentation. So remember, NBC used to always do this with Jordan and all that. The pre-games for the finals, it makes it feel bigger.
But
Or
that's
even
all we
shoot,
get.
even
That's all
back
we-
early 2000s, they were doing it.
Yeah.
Man, they sitting there trying to use Jordan to push the new game. Ain't nobody caring about Jordan being an analyst. This is a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, hey, seven. Yes, they do. People still care about this man. They care about his
I
gear.
can't say that seven.
They
His shoes sell too
like,
much.
hey, not even his
I'm not
shoes,
talking.
his
I'm not
apparel,
talking
like
about.
his
I'm not
aura.
talking about his aura. I'm talking about as an analyst for
Yes,
NBC. They
they
brought
want to
him back.
hear. They want to hear him, and they
It's
want him
they're
to
going.
do a
They're going.
LeBron
They're
game
going.
too.
It's going to be a short term situation. I promise you. When they start to hear Michael open his mouth,
They're gonna love it.
because see, that's the
They're gonna love it.
thing. Everybody, look, Michael don't talk much. Michael is going to expose himself at NBC, and I
Hey,
promise you, they're going to be asking for him to go.
watch what he do, because LeBron ain't about to retire. He capping. We know he ain't retired.
ESPN trying to get LeBron.
Hey, but wait till he do it. Wait till he do some analyst work with on a Los Angeles Lakers game. Watch that. Watch them views. MJ. Watch when MJ come on do a Lakers game. And he talking about LeBron. Everybody gonna be there like, oh my God, oh he's talking, and LeBron even gonna be happy.
Oh, I ain't
like,
never even
oh
think
my
about
God.
that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he might
'Cause
call
remember,
a
he
couple
not-
games.
He not doing full time work. He's only doing like here and there. They already
They
about
paying
that.
him
He's
to
not
just
gonna be
talk
there.
and run his fucking mouth. That's what they doing.
He the GOAT, Seven. He the GOAT.
He definitely not the GOAT, but okay.
Well, let me pull this up too. We're gonna jump out of here. This is the last topic, guys. ESPN had Magic Johnson on a couple of days. That was kind of cool seeing Magic back on TV. He said that if it pops up.
Person that can go on the road, huh?
I don't think it's popping in. My stream is working.
I can hear you now. Person who can go on the road and sell the building out.
That's a superstar.
Yep. Person who can go on the road and sell the building is a superstar. Definition of superstar by Magic Johnson on ESPN. Do you think there's any validity to it? I kind of think it's real. Look at Caitlin Clark just this weekend.
You agree?
I agree.
Y'all say
I
that
agree.
with a straight face.
Yes, I say it with a straight.
So
face.
Tim Tebow was a superstar.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So Jeremy Lin was a superstar.
yes, in that
Wow.
period of time for
That
that
short
season,
time.
he was
Yo,
that. He
y'all
was a
are
superstar.
tripping, yo.
That
Y'all are
you thinking about stuff going on the
No,
court. That's
I'm
cool.
thinking about superstars. I'm thinking about superstars, and y'all are comparing these one-hit wonders, these short moments of time,
They
to
were
super. That is so
superstars.
disrespectful. The superstars of the game is the Kobe's, the LeBrons, in them.
Yeah.
Lynn was never,
Yes,
ever,
yes, he
ever
was.
up there with them.
Yes, he
Y'all need to
was.
stop
He
it.
In New York,
popped
he
to New
was.
York. He
No, y'all,
popped to New York and went.
no. Y'all need to stop
The
it. Tim
dude,
Tebow was never no Tom Brady.
Jeremy
Never.
Lin. Jeremy Lin is still going to China right now, and they treat him like a god over there.
Yo, y'all need to stop. Those guys are
Still to this
stars.
day. Still to
Those
this
guys are
day.
stars.
I'm saying
Superstars is so disrespectful, yo. That's
But
They
they
really
can
had
so.
spell it out.
they were like people were
That's if you're
going.
defining. I'm not defining no superstar by no jersey sale and ticket
You
sales.
have
No,
to
we
though. You
call
have
Mike.
to
We
because it's
no,
based off
we
of
don't.
popularity.
We don't call Michael and Steph and LeBron and these guys superstars because of jerseys and ticket sales.
Yes, we do.
No,
Yes,
we
we
don't.
do.
They put the work. So these guys ain't won and put the work in.
Cool. Man, hold up.
Answer my question. The guys that we
They
call
put the work
superstars in any sport, they haven't won. The Mike Tysons of the world. These guys didn't win and put the work in. What has
Allen
Tim
Iverson
Tebow
was
ever
a
won?
superstar. Ain't never won nothing.
Huh?
Hey,
Allen Iverson was a superstar. Ain't never won nothing.
hey, look. I like the way Richard Jefferson coined it. There's a basketball superstar and there's a media superstar.
Yeah.
Right.
See, but it's at the end of the day, it's still a superstar.
But this is the media. If we're talking sports, how do we take the media superstar in consideration when we have the basketball star? How do we even
Because they're not
consider?
selling out the building.
Because
This is not about set. This is a sport.
It is
Or
about
what
sellouts. It's about
No,
getting
no, no,
that
no,
paper.
no, no. We're not talking. We talk about a sport. Are we talking business or we talking a sport? Which one you talking? Because we're having two different conversations. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about the business. Which one you talking?
Both. Because you can be both. LeBron is both.
They got to coincide. They got to coincide.
What superstar that you know that's considered a superstar that don't win?
I mean, Carmelo Anthony was one of them.
A star.
No,
And
he was a
Carmelo
superstar.
won. Carmelo
He was a
won in
superstar.
college.
He was a superstar.
He won in college, and he was an Olympian, so he was a winner.
Allen Iverson, superstar.
Allen Iverson, I think, was different because of his
Now he was
aura.
different.
Like he was,
Now he was different.
he
Now it's
changed.
aura.
Yeah, because how many players in sports history changed the culture of the not just the game, the surroundings. It's like a handful of people.
James Harden is a superstar.
He is.
He's an MVP winner.
He's got his jersey retired already, too.
He's an MVP winner. He's a top 75 player. He went to the finals before. I mean, I need to know what his Lynn did Jeremy Lin win anything? He won with Kobe.
He was a superstar the minute he stepped on that court and went crazy.
Y'all need to
rest of that
stop it,
season.
yo. Y'all
Then he
really
fell
need to
from
stop
grace.
it. Y'all
Then he
need to
fell from
stop
grace
it.
after that. He
So,
fell from
Y'all
grace
need to
after
stop
that.
it.
You
Y'all
agree
are-
with Magic, BA?
I agree with Magic.
Y'all
You say
taking
don't
ticket sales. Y'all taking ticket sales and jersey sales and ranking that with the greatest resumes of all time and putting these guys in the same room. That
You
is
have to when
pathetic.
you start
No,
talking
you
about
don't.
popularity.
No, you
you
don't.
start talking about popularity. You have
I'm
to.
not talking about popularity. I'm talking about
that's
the
a part-
game.
But that's the only way you can be you have to be popular to be a superstar,
No,
Seven.
you have to put the work in and win to be a superstar.
You have to be popular to be a superstar.
Oh my God! So Dylan Brooks is a superstar?
He not popular.
Not popular.
Who? Dylan Brooks ain't
not
popular?
No, he's not.
Oh my!
Talking about from Houston?
Yeah, he's
No, he's not. No.
Dylan Brooks
not
is the
popular.
most hated person in the NBA, and y'all gonna sit here with a straight face and
But
say
he
he
don't
ain't
sell out
popular.
arenas, Seven.
You're not gonna
He
sell out
don't
an
sell
arena.
out arenas.
You don't have to sell out arenas to be popular.
84
go
Jordan
by.
gonna sell out arena.
No. You don't have to sell out arenas to be popular. So
Anthony
you're telling me
Edwards
that
is not
everybody's
even a
popular.
superstar.
So that's what defines being popular, selling out the arena.
Yeah. That's a
So
big
if
part
you
of it.
don't
It's not
sell
the
out
only-
the
it's a
arena,
big
you're not
variable.
popular.
It's a big part of it.
No,
ain't the
it's
whole thing.
not.
It's just a big part. Yes, it is.
You got 30
Yes, it is.
teams. We got 30 teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
Can you tell me 30 players that can sell out the arena? You can't give me a
I
player
can
on
only
each
give you
team.
about
Give me a
5.
player on Portland who sells out.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Ain't no superstar or
It used to be Dame.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give me 30 players that sell out. So that doesn't make it not popular.
No, that it's just not, because it would sell out if it was. It would sell out if it was. Everywhere LeBron go, everywhere Steph go,
LeBron has won. You know LeBron resume look like?
Yeah, I'm not. So this
But
is
the seven thing.
I'm
But
not
wait.
disagreeing.
LeBron was selling. He was putting butts in seats before he started winning.
I'm not disagreeing with
Off of what?
I'm not disagreeing.
Off of what?
Being a superstar. Being
He was
good.
a superstar already.
Great.
No, LeBron was putting
talking,
asses
young.
in seats off of what?
A
Sales.
machine.
Hold on. Sales and jerseys or his play. Was
Both.
LeBron not coined the chosen one before even playing his first game?
He called himself that. We're not doing that.
No, Sports Illustrated called him that.
No, he called himself that.
Man,
he
please.
mentioned that, and then they put that. I was like, oh, this is a ring. You're right.
Was it a lie? Was it a lie?
Of course, because he's not the chosen. He's not the chosen one.
All right, guys.
He's one of the chosen, though. He's
the
one
game
of the
is
chosen,
on.
but he's not the chosen one.
I gotta
This
start
the real
cutting
game
my
right
out.
here. We in overtime with this conversation.
I gotta start getting myself ready.
Yes,
Right,
sir. Oh man, salute
But,
to STV, man. You already know.
Shout out to everybody in chat, everybody on live. We're gonna see you later. We appreciate you popping into the show. Make sure, as I got here, I'm gonna put if this thing works for me, follow all the platforms that's for Sports Game Vision. Get your Bars Up Media, Lakerland, and any other plugs y'all want to put in.
Oh no, man! Everybody just keep tuning in.
What's the reaction? 7. What's the name of the reaction?
I haven't got a video. I haven't got anything on it.
Okay,
I haven't done anything with it. I just kind of got it set up, so I'm gonna figure it out when we be on it. Yep.
What's the reaction? 7's reaction?
7 Mitchell reaction.
Okay.
Yep. That's fire.
All right, fellas.
So make sure y'all come support here on all the social media platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Playback, all of that good stuff. Anything I'm missing, we on there. Enjoy the game, and we'll be back again. I won't be doing it tonight, but we'll be posting something later. All right, fellas. Salute. Peace.